Say what?
Hello, friends. And welcome to Talking Threesome.
Hot opening.
Hot opening. It's
We're
here.
coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. If we have any gentlemen, I don't even know.
I don't know.
Andy always listens. He's my counterpart.
Oh,
He
thanks,
actually
Andy.
enjoys us.
All right. Well, welcome to Talking Threesome. I'm Stephanie.
Mary, Liz.
I'm.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, there's that.
pardon us because we've been doing a little
Holiday cocktails.
holiday celebration before
This
we
is
started
our-
recording.
This is our holiday show.
Yes.
It is.
Fa la 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 la, everyone.
Yeah, I can't wait till
Yeah.
it's over. I mean, not that this evening has been
FL. I was like,
FL?
FL? Fa la 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 la. I'm like, FML? I don't know.
What's that?
I like.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That too.
There's that. It's 1-1 in
Merry
our
Christmas,
business.
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yes. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Thanksgiving and Friendsgiving, all
Lots of
those
things.
Yes. It's been a
Wrapped up
while
in
since
one.
we have seen all of you. So thank you for sticking with us. Our schedule has been
Hectic.
Hijacked.
What other H word could I come up with?
Poor Steph is trying to get through the intro. And we're like,
It's
we're just going to keep talking.
hell, hectic, hijacked.
Hijacked,
Yeah.
yeah. So
all
anyway.
of the above.
All of the above.
We hope to have a more regimented, that's a wrong word, that's a bad word. Like
We're
a
not
more
regimented.
regular, no, we're not. A more consistent schedule
Okay.
in 2024. So,
Yes.
but you know what, that's kind of like what we all are. We're not super regimented or,
No.
oh,
Sage.
All okay.
Solid
anyway,
reflexes.
we are,
Cat-like.
Cat-like.
all right.
With those running around. Squirrel.
So I've got.
All right.
I came.
Good topics.
You came prepared?
No preparation whatsoever. I feel like we could talk about a lot of different products that we have, but we have some here that.
It's like the Mary show.
Yes.
Oh,
She's prepared this.
Yeah, she is.
I always like to have a little showcase of a little something out. If we talk about it, we talk about it. If we don't, we don't.
Okay.
I think.
So you want to talk about the roller first?
Oh yes.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I've already done like 20 minutes.
Okay, so
of
this
it.
is I'm gonna see it up so everybody can maybe see that.
I
It's
guess
called
I
Mo
could.
Values. I got it off Amazon.
What is it? Mo
Mo Values.
When you first, it's Mo Values, M-O. I'm thinking, something with Missouri.
And you know what
something
I felt-
local that we're.
Right, when I saw this, I'm like, this looks like some kind of like free gift that you'd get someplace. That's what I
golf thing.
But it is a natural jade roller, Amazon. And so I bought it for the ladies for Christmas, and it's a smooth roller, so two smooth, big and a little. And then we've got a roller with like little, I don't know what we call them.
Texture.
Look.
Texture.
Yeah.
And then I'm not really worried.
I think
always
it's
this looks
called
foot,
a geisha. I think it's
but
called like
that.
a.
Here,
Isn't
everybody
it?
take
Okay.
one.
Okay, well here, I'll take this
Yeah, you-
one.
I don't know how to
because-
operate that
yeah,
one.
Yeah. So you
So,
roll,
you
you
roll,
all up,
uh-huh.
and then down when you get
You get all
up,
your
and then
yucky.
you take this part and you more or less kind of scrape, to get it all down.
You want to get
And
it
your
through your
lymph-
lymph nodes. Get all the poison.
Lymphatics, what is that?
Your lymphonic system.
Lymphonics, and you get
Yep.
it, and it drains then into your lymph
The
nodes.
toxins.
The
Just get rid of
And-
toxins.
Yeah.
Drink a lot of water.
Okay, well that I didn't do. I
No,
drank
we
some
had-
other liquids,
Yep.
and
all-
but I did
it's all
feel
good.
after I did it for about 20
I don't
minutes.
know,
when
I
we were
feel like
sitting up
my-
there, and I really felt
I
good.
feel like my puffiness looks
Yeah,
really
It's
really
supposed
did
to help
feel-
with puffiness. So Mo Values, your everyday ritual, your beauty secret, natural jade roller.
Yeah.
MoValues.com. I'll tag it on the on the
Yes.
page whenever we. But anyway, so it's one of those things that even
really
if it doesn't work, it feels really good. And it's a stress reliever. I feel.
I'm having a good time.
It's a
over
little
here.
Stratton Sutton.
It's quite
Yeah.
long.
Sutton Stratton.
Sutton Strack, right?
Strack.
Whatever.
Strack.
I don't know.
Sutton
She'll
Strack.
probably block
So,
us.
Mo Values, Amazon.
It's perfect.
And I'm
really
gonna
nice.
say, and I gave it to these ladies for Christmas. I want to say it was like $16.
Awesome.
So again, not a
Yes.
huge investment if
But
you
it
don't like
feels
it, but it's
amazing.
good.
It did, yeah,
Yes.
very much so. I'll sit there, I'll do it as I'm just watching TV.
Yeah.
Definitely. It felt really
I'm
good.
going to do it as I'm learning how to do certificates of insurance for the, you know,
Will that be counteractive though, kind of a?
probably. I'm gonna
Stress.
swell up because I'm
Yeah.
stressed.
And then a
And I haven't had to do them
relaxation.
in many of years other than PDF edit. And tomorrow I've got a training class, you know, just
You're
back-
teaching it or you're going to it?
No, I'm gonna go to it.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's
how to
exciting.
use our programs.
Oh, an
Yeah.
IT-ish kind of thing?
You know.
Oh, okay, good luck with that.
Operations?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I need to know this stuff.
Well, good for you for opening, for learning.
Widening my perspective.
Yeah, I'm in that
Yeah.
category of old dog, no.
No, do tricks.
No, I know. I'm sort of there on
And I'm
most
okay with
things,
that.
but I was just
And they
like,
buy
this
it,
one I
so.
just kind of, yeah. I don't break that barrier very often. Like, I'm never going to do certain things. But this one, I was
Bill.
like, yeah, never, ever. You know me. I'm never going to do that, ever.
Me neither.
But I was just like, I probably should have like a beginner understanding.
Okay. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Okay. Good for you. You'll have to let us know if you learned anything next.
Yeah, other than how to PDF edit.
Right.
'Cause
Oh,
I'm a talented PDF editor.
Do you know what I did before PDF edit? I think you might.
Scream.
I'm not sure if you. No. And those that know that if anybody watches this podcast that
White.
have worked with me, say, I don't know, 14 years ago,
Yeah.
scissors.
Oh, scissors.
And
I
tape.
hate. Oh,
and
absolutely.
tape, and
Art
yeah,
projects.
And then you'd have to make sure the font, you'd hold it up to the light and you'd make sure that it looked
Looked
good.
close.
And that the
Oh,
font
arts
would
and
match.
crafts.
Arts and crafts.
It was arts and crafts at work.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
That's how I
So,
used to make my proposals because I didn't know how to like set them up in whatever system to get somebody to do them. And luckily, I found a person that liked me, and I would cut and paste. It was literally arts and crafts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can appreciate that. You
I
know
love
what? And it's almost therapeutic.
It is, and you know what? And it did just fine.
It
And
did, it worked.
I would eventually go in and fix it where it needed, how it actually needed to be. But
Yeah,
somebody needed
we
had
get
an emergency,
compliant.
right? I would eventually. I am an eventually compliance person,
Same.
not like at the right.
Not at
exact
the right
time,
at the moment.
but I will eventually get there.
We're gonna take care of the immediate need, and then we're gonna solve for the machine or the box checkers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when time allows.
One time, yes. But whoever needs to get taken care of will get taken
They're
care of.
gonna find, yeah, they're gonna get their shit,
Yeah.
which is probably why we're both so successful.
Some days.
Some days. And, you know, we cry less.
Yes. Oh my gosh, cry a lot.
Oh, I
less.
don't cry anymore.
No.
Oh, way less.
You ain't,
like
you
I
ain't
mean,
getting that.
No.
Yeah, that ain't
No.
No.
Yeah.
So, I often wonder, like, do y'all watch any of the TikToks or I know, probably not, right? Okay, Reels? How about Reels?
I've seen reels.
Okay,
I've seen
okay.
reels. Okay.
Okay, so I think these are the right names. There's Reels on Facebook, and I think there are also called Reels on Instagram. This
Okay.
is how,
What?
whatever.
The little short videos.
Yes, those. And so there are like these generational ones. Have you seen any of these? Oh my gosh.
No.
So I watch a whole lot of nothing ever. I'd rather, we're working or I don't know, I'm managing my household because we don't have a house manager and my kids' sports schedule and lately like just random stuff. However, there's one on one of the social medias and it's every generation and it's like a scenario. So it's like
okay.
Oh.
8 a.m. Monday morning meeting, and there's a boomer, a Gen Xer, a millennial, and an Xer, or a Z.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I
Oh my
can't
gosh.
wait to see
It's-
it.
Yes, I will start sharing them because they are
Yeah.
just,
Oh, that would be good.
they're funny, and I try really hard not to stereotype, but you cannot, if you're just looking for something lighthearted and, you know, don't write us whatever nastiness that this might.
Whatever one slot you fall in.
Right.
Yeah, don't tell me that you're not your generation, because frankly,
Oh,
I'm a
they're
little salty
always-
tonight, and we don't actually care. If we're super honest, I mean, we love all generations and they all have a purpose,
That's
and as
right.
long as you work hard and you do what you're supposed to do, life's grand.
Yes.
But these are funny. I don't care who you are.
Oh yeah, share. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I like that
Um,
stuff.
Yeah, and you know, and then there's the ones about the Xers, and they're like, why do we let the Gen Xers off the hook? And everybody's like,
Oh, I
stop.
have seen those.
Oh my God, they're funny as
Oh,
shit.
oh.
They're like,
Good.
we're not letting Gen Xers off the hook,
What's
but have you met them? They're like the last latchkey kids. They're like, they drink out
Oh,
of the
yeah.
hose. They
Don't-
babysat themselves. They like
Yeah.
ran a business from the time they were 4. You know, they were babysitting at 7 or whatever. It's just funny stuff.
Just one of those where
it's-
don't fuck with.
yeah, just don't do that. You know, just kind of enjoy the moment.
We raised ourselves.
We did.
pretty much.
Yes, and you actually have the voice of the same chick that's on one of the reels. It's perfect. So they're fun. They're not meant to be insulting.
No.
At least from our perspective. I'm not
we
sure.
are, yeah, 'cause-
The people that posted them, who knows what their, I don't actually care about their intentions, but what I'm saying to y'all is we're not being insulting. We just find them entertaining. And if you have a
Possibly
good
a little truth.
Yes,
Well,
and if you have a good sense of humor, just come
Right,
and
absolutely.
embrace it and laugh, and you know,
And
it
to
is what it
speak
is.
of running a business, so
Yes.
I in 5th grade, I'm trying to think, how old are you in 5th grade?
12?
No.
No.
10.
10.
Okay, in 10, I was in Mrs. Moore. So if anybody is watching this that went to school with me, you would all know Mrs. Moore was my 5th grade, was a 5th grade teacher. She's my 5th grade teacher, best teacher I ever had. But I was selling Lisa Frank stickers out of a recipe
girl.
box in 5th grade. And I would
Oh my
sell them
God,
every
the
the
little
morning.
style.
The little tiny ones.
No, they were, I mean, well, they were, it depended the size, the
Different-
price.
They could have been the
Prices,
biggies. They could have been the biggies, or the
It was the-
puppies.
No, I don't even know that. I don't think I had puppies, but I did have Lisa Frank. I had Scratch and Sniff, and I would sell them every morning at 8:30. And I don't. It took a long time before Mrs. Moore figured out Mary's running a business in the back of this 5th grade classroom. And of course, then she had to call my parents or my mom and say,
And they're
"Hey,
like,
Mary
"Hi,
can't
bye, how
do this,"
much
because
big?
kids were because kids' parents were calling her and saying, "My kid is telling they need $1 to go buy
A sticker.
a sticker from
Well,
Mary's
at least
recipe
you're not
box."
stealing lunch money.
Oh, for the
They're
love.
getting
Are
a
you?
product.
kidding me?
They are getting the product. Yeah, so I had to stop doing it. Well, yeah, I mean, they wouldn't let me. I mean, and I get it. You can't like have a business in the back of a 5th grade classroom.
You're
but
you're not filling out 1099s and shit. I mean,
You're not tax evading.
I hope the government's not listening right now, so don't charge me for
Don't
those taxes.
We,
Oh,
we
you're
pay
gonna
enough.
get
I
audited.
promise. We pay enough.
you're gonna be
We're-
audited.
We doubled down.
Back
Thank
to
you.
1970.
1982.
Oh,
my God.
Whatever it is. You
I'm
know.
an Xer.
So
Were
Are you
you
an Xer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, we're all.
What
we're
are
all
you?
three. I'm an
You're
Xer.
just a younger Xer.
Yeah, I
You're
am.
might be
right
on the
there in
older
coven. Yeah, I'm at the end. You're
You're
at the beginning.
yeah.
In the
I am.
middle.
But I am 100% function and act like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know you got cut off on your intro, so I know
Oh,
the
God, no,
couple
I
of
didn't
things
know.
we are actually want to cover.
Oh, we wanted to cover
Well, I think
Okay.
maybe only because I see pictures of our stuff.
Oh, products.
Yes.
Okay.
So we definitely want to give 1 or 2 recipes, Miss Mare,
Okay.
for Christmas. So
Okay.
we will get there. We will get there, but you know, we're just gonna have a little fun for a minute or 2, or 20, whatever we feel like tonight. But we're just calling each other out that we're gonna get to the recipes.
Alright. You got anything on this iPad here that we don't
Oh, I
know
thought
about
we
that-
had. Did I,
Or what?
which was your intro? Did we?
We-
I'm still
I think we're like a little
intro.
past
We
that.
cut her off
I mean,
about 12
I mean,
times.
that ship has sailed. We're not doing it
I
anymore.
don't even know what your intro was.
I said hi.
Oh.
So I've got
We're-
one.
we're good.
I've got
Okay. Okay.
again because
Yeah.
we didn't talk about this.
Go
so,
for it.
so you've got grandbabies.
Mm-hmm.
I've got grandbabies. You've got friends with grandbabies,
Sure. Yes, I do.
and you have kitties and cats and all the fun things. So obviously, there, well, maybe not obviously, because I don't know everybody's household, but sometimes parents of toddlers today may have rules on the types of gifts that they would love their kids to have and or that they're going to allow them to play with. Maybe it needs to be like a learning thing, maybe it needs to be, I don't know, whatever.
I do have, okay.
So
okay.
it,
I can answer
all
this.
all of these things are, I can appreciate all of it as, again, I had 4 of my own, I inherited 1 through marriage, I've got 4 grandbabies, so I try and be
Respectful of their wish.
respectful and thoughtful and creative. I guess where I'm headed is, man, if you just, and not to, we never ever want to offend a mom or a pop or
No.
mom or dad.
No, respect their
Um,
wishes.
You know, and I sometimes laugh and I'm like, did my parents probably, or my parents, my friends, my grandparents at the time, I think bought my kids the noisiest
Oh,
toys
well, yeah, the
on
drums,
yes,
the loud.
purposely. Like,
Oh, of
let's just
Of
make
course.
make her nutty.
Yeah.
And if the kids enjoyed it, I actually never really
I didn't
cared.
care.
Yeah. But now I think there's a little bit of a heightened like awareness to this. And so I guess I'm curious, and I really want to hear your opinion based on it as a grandparent, but as somebody that kind of just gets to do whatever they want
With no repercussions.
with no yes, exactly, repercussions. And you are like the most thoughtful giver,
Oh,
with,
my God.
particularly with everybody's kiddos. Like, I mean, I just think you really have always been that way. You're like the aunt. You're the aunt.
Aw.
You're
Oh,
the,
yeah, yeah. But the
Uh,
Jonas Brothers signed
Oh.
electric guitar.
And I am saying this, and I truly believe that there is no right answer, because I do
Right.
believe a gift comes from the person handing it over, and it comes from their heart and their mind and everything else. But I'm just kind of curious, how do you manage through those things?
Well, at first, with the first grandbaby, it was, yes, definitely wanted, what was asked for were learning items, not just things to press a button and it lights
Hear
up.
noise, or,
Right,
yeah.
right. So I respected that and I tried. You know, this year, I think now, with kid 2 and 1 and 3rd on the way, it's kind of gone out the window. But
Find something
this
fun?
year. Well,
Or-
but it's still, I think this is,
You
I
can
think
be
it's
fun and learning.
And not, kind
Yeah.
of learning and everything. So, by the time this is, so
Airs.
like one got I bought a balance board, which I can't
Oh.
wait. Yeah, so it's like,
That's huge.
this
That's
big, and
very
it's just
learning.
a big, so it could go this way on the floor and
Yep.
then walk over, like
Yep.
stones or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, and I, of course, tried it out.
Of course.
Because, or, just a big arc and you balance on this thing and everything. The other one got a, which the dad's not real happy about this because it's like,
Oh,
where
they
the-
know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Where the hell are we gonna put this? But they have a whole, lower level that's finished for a playroom. You got,
Yeah,
all this
fill
sort-
that thing up.
But it's a 9-foot long balance beam.
Oh.
I mean, they got
that.
They got puzzles, they get books, they get clothes, they get
But
other
that's
things.
solid.
Everything goes
I
on
mean,
there.
that's great
Yeah.
exercise.
It's
That's
right.
mind over
Energy
body. Yeah.
to be used, and they
Yeah.
both could use it, and, so.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
those.
Very
Okay.
good. I
So
thought that
that's
was really
kind of,
thoughtful.
Yeah.
you
Those
went
ideas.
creative.
Yes, but the ideas did come from mom.
And you respected kind of, okay, I like that. That's
It
awesome.
wasn't a drum set.
Or the track, the truck that you know.
The lights and the siren.
Uh-huh.
And,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I got plenty of those in my house with boys, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
I
think?
bet you did.
Aunt Mary.
So I
Yes.
will say, and I bought both of your children
Yes, you have.
gifts along the years, and I would, nobody had ever said buy this, don't buy this,
Right.
focus on this. So, but I always was thinking like a balance a little bit. And if I were to be a grandparent, I would say I want to get them one or two silly gifts that's stupid, that has no educational value at all. And if it gets tossed in the next month, I don't care, but it's silly for the minute. They might like it for a minute. And I would tell the parents, I would say, I don't even care if you throw it away. So if you don't want it in your house,
Yeah.
if you don't want it, if it's junking up the place, throw it away. And then I would try to get something, and this is interesting because I don't have kids, that I would probably get something that I would think was educational.
Yeah.
I would probably not necessarily, what's educational that the parents think is educational and what I think is educational might be two different things. So I would probably go against the grain a little bit,
Yeah.
and just because that's me, anyway. But I wouldn't do something like completely, like if, I don't know, if they, and this is a bad example, so I'm just gonna say it because it was in my mind. So if they said my kid doesn't like green, he gets freaked out with the color green, don't buy him anything green. Well, guess what?
I might buy him a
we
tree
need to
to
we need to
plant.
get them over that.
We need to
because-
move
because
on.
They
Right.
need to
I
live in a
like this.
society that can accept the color green.
Right.
So, I don't even know where this
I
was
don't know,
going,
but I like it.
But I mean, so
you would buy something green?
Absolutely, she
Oh,
would.
yes, I would.
100%.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Because again, I remember my mom always saying, her view as a role as a parent was to make me a productive citizen in
Love it.
society.
Yep.
And so
True statement.
and so there's all kinds of things that go along with that. So if my parents, in this, I'm not meaning to be controversial, but if for whatever reason I got freaked out by the color green, and my mom and dad said, okay, nobody can ever buy her green anything. Well, what happens when that person gets into a society that
Right.
there's the color green other
The
places?
dorm room is green.
What if they're
and so-
painted? Yeah. What if you're at UNLV and it's green and purple? I don't know. Or what are those? Or is it green?
Right.
Is it purple and yellow? I don't
What
know.
if you go to Green
Whatever.
Bay?
Green Bay. There you go.
Right,
Thank
yeah.
you. That's easier.
So I would just say that I would understand that some people have the fear of whatever, but we have to work our way through that because it's going to be harder for that child
Yep.
if they're 18 and still afraid of the color green than when you try to get them over it at age 5.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I love
sure.
it. And I will
totally
say
agree.
that my kiddos have been fortunate enough to be part of, as they call her, Miss Mary's life for a very long time, and they always found the gifts wonderful. Like even the floaty things, like for the beach, but they would use them in the backyard. I mean, it was funny as hell, and I cracked up. I'm like, well, they're getting use. I mean, multiple uses, but I like that you did give it thought and you pushed the boundaries. And it wasn't like you were pushing, it wasn't my boundaries because I had none.
Right.
But it was something that they would find interesting.
Yeah,
It was
and
always
I tried
interesting.
and I tried to do it because your kids have different personalities,
Oh,
and
you
so
did.
they would like different. So when I would buy, say, Hunter an Under Armour, a Nike
Yes.
sweatshirt, I might buy Parker and Molly something different. So
Yes.
you know,
It was very
you know,
thoughtful.
I did try to do that, but
No,
and
I
same with
agree.
Alex.
Always.
Yes,
Yeah.
always.
But-
Super, yeah. So I don't know. I asked that because I obviously got a plethora of different dynamics that I'm working with right now. And I always am, like you said, I want to be respectful, but I feel like if there's somebody that has to branch out, I don't want to branch out too much where I've offended somebody, but I want it to have personality and fun and yeah. So I kind of take a card from both of your books. So that's kind of where we're at and
Good question, though.
yeah, so
sounds good.
timely. I feel like
Yes, very much so.
All right, that's all I had.
All right.
You want to
Do
do
you
the spices?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show us
do
what you
it.
got
Okay,
here.
so we had a little gathering at the Kelly household last Saturday, and a
It's
tradition.
amazing.
A tradition for the Kelly Christmas party is I make a beef tenderloin. I've done it for quite a few years, and the recipe has evolved. But it was, and I'm just people enjoyed it. They
It was
liked it.
spectacular. Just own
Phenomenal.
it. One, the party was perfection, but two, the beef tenderloin was spectacular. Better than any restaurant ever. I don't even order at a
Yes.
restaurant because it's never the right temperature. It was spectacular.
The rest of the food was catered by
was
a
good.
very well-known
Yes, it was
local
very, very good.
caterer. That
Russo's,
does-
and I will take them because they were great.
They did a great
do
job.
very
anything,
good delivery.
you know, catering to weddings to,
All the
just
things.
fabulous anyway. But her beef tenderloin is the
Off
star.
the shelf.
Yeah,
Spectacular.
beyond the catered food.
Everybody that was there wanted to steal
They
the
were
entire
hovering around
platter.
that plate rather than the
So
others.
when y'all are
Even though
still
the others are
planning
good.
Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, listen up, because this is the recipe.
And I'll say, and people do filet mignon. So a beef tenderloin is just a big piece of a mini filet mignons in one big piece of meat. So I would say if you are if you're doing a holiday party, instead of doing filet mignons, I would do a beef tenderloin because then you can, number one, everybody doesn't have to have the same size. You can make it into sandwiches. It's a little more versatile than if you're just doing steaks and a filet mignon.
And did you get this cut at a local?
I did. So, and I will take them too. They
Yep.
have been a staple, and I've never gotten a filet mignon anywhere else besides Menino's in Cottonville. It's also in Flint Hill. And so I've never been to the Flint Hill, so I'm sure it's just as good. But I do know the butcher at Menino's in Cottonville.
It's amazing.
He is. He's really good. So I think we had right at 30 people. I had way too much beef tenderloin. So when you ask the butcher, how much should I have, make sure and tell them, and I did tell them this, but that you were having other food. So it's not the only food that these people are going to eat. So I had 30 people. I got 2 3.5 pound beef tenderloins. Make sure you have them, tell them at the butcher, trimmed and tied. Because what happens when you cook it at a really low temperature, it will expand and the meat just literally comes apart. So it won't cook like a true beef tenderloin. And you can tie it yourself. I have tied my own. It is better if the butcher does it. So bring it home.
Trimmed and tied.
Trimmed and tied. What you want to do is, and I've got the spices that I use here. This is the main one. It's called Spicecraft Prime Steak.
Here,
I'm just gonna do that.
I'll do that
Okay.
while you.
So Spicecraft Prime Steak. So this is prime rib seasoning. I get this at Menino's. You can get it online. And it's like a powder. So put that on first. You're gonna want to put that on first, and then my next spice that you're gonna put after that. And when I say put it on, sprinkle it, rub it in, but just rub it in a little
Rub
bit. 'cause
it
you're
or
gonna
We're not
rinse it.
massaging the meat.
Not massaging the meat.
Okay.
You're just gonna want to make sure it sticks. And so
Okay.
then next is the Menino steak seasoning. This is the key. If you only buy one of these seasonings, this is the one that you want to buy. You get it at Menino's. It is a mixture. It's got salt, garlic, pepper. It's really good. This is an old standby. You can also get this. This is steak and roast rub.
Baron?
Again, about the same amount. So you're just gonna want to put it all around. Sometimes I put canola oil so it sticks to it. I usually do that when I do the grill. But this time I didn't. I didn't do canola, so it doesn't make it. This is the new one. So this is my newest one. This is Sweet Heat. That's gonna give it a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of spice, but I don't think you guys would say you've tasted
No,
this.
I didn't
No.
taste any.
It was
I
not-
I
not-
thought it was
not-
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, not
So-
a heat or anything.
All
No.
you have to do is
Just
same
add it.
amount of all 4 of these things. Roll it, and just pat it and use tongs
Bake it.
and make sure it's all covered. So then what you want to do, you want to get a hot pan.
This is garlic, coffee, and molasses.
the Sweet Heat.
That's
I
interesting.
forgot where I got the pit something, I think it says. Pit Boss.
Pit Boss.
Oh yeah.
I think I got that at a winery on 94. That's crazy, but I think that's where I got it. Anyway, so what you want to do is heat your pan up, get it pretty hot, sear 4 sides. I'm gonna say 2 minutes a side. You just want to sear that seasoning in there. It needs to have a crust. You need to want to have that crust. Then what you want to do, put it in the oven, 275, about 90 minutes. Get yourself a good meat thermometer. you want the temperature, if you want medium rare to medium, you want the temperature on the meat thermometer to say 137. Because really what it's gonna be is 147, and because it always will go up 10 degrees once you pull it
Pull it
out of the oven. So
Rest.
do not cook it until it says on there, it says, oh, you want medium, 147. Don't wait till it gets to 147 because you're really at 157. So,
And you're gonna write this up.
I will write this up. It is, I wanna say fail safe, and the only reason why I say that, put some seasoning on it, sear it, 275, hour and a half, use your meat thermometer, get it to 137.
And what's that, what's that, medium, or is that medium rare, or is that rare, or?
Well,
When
so
you-
the
It's
one
pink, for sure.
today,
Oh, yeah.
the one on
I mean,
Saturday
I
was
like
a
that.
little too
It was
rare
perfect.
for some people. So I'm gonna say, so the upstairs was at 140,
Okay.
full and done.
After resting.
After
rest.
resting,
Okay.
it was
So maybe
140,
130.
130.
I personally thought Saturday was absolute perfection and spectacular, although I'm not gonna deny that I didn't equally enjoy this evening's.
Oh
but
yeah, I did have some more that was left over that,
Yeah.
that I had cooked. I left it in the oven. So here's what you don't want to do. If you're going to do this for a family thing, don't like leave it in a warm oven, because warm oven is 170. You don't want it to be 170. So the best thing is take it out, let it rest at least 15 minutes.
uncovered or covered.
Makes it.
No
I do
difference? Okay.
mine uncovered. So if I
Perfect.
cook mine uncovered,
Okay.
once you cut those ties though, because what happened is mine wasn't done, and I ended up cutting the ties because I thought it was done, and then the meat spread apart. So I had to slice it down the middle, and I actually ended up having 4 tenderloins because I cut the ties too quick.
Okay.
So
Good
leave
to
the
know.
ties on, let it rest. Best to serve it at room temperature.
It was fabulous.
It was good.
You don't need to serve it hot at all.
And then, did you make your horseradish sauce?
Oh, yeah, the
We should
horseradish.
talk about that too.
Okay, so horseradish
So
sauce,
good.
super easy. Mayonnaise, fresh horseradish, not store bought, but fresh. You need to get it in
Yeah.
the refrigerated section. So
Force
I
it.
would say, yeah,
Or one of
it's
them.
some kind of. Usually, it's like a local farm.
Perfect.
It's super cheap, but I would
Okay.
say horseradish does not stay very long in your refrigerator. It's got about a 2-month.
It does.
Life in the refrigerator, but it's so cheap.
2 months
so.
for Mary, so that means 3-4 months for the rest of us.
That's true. That is true.
So mayonnaise, horseradish, and I'm just gonna say make it to your own taste. I can tell
Mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip. Make it to your own taste, and then put a little Worcestershire in there, and that's it.
It's delicious.
okay, yeah.
Worcestershire is the
Yeah.
key to it, because it needs to be a little sweet.
Yeah.
So okay,
Yeah.
so that's that.
It was
Not
awesome.
Too much. Sorry.
So good. No,
Super
it's
long,
perfect.
No, it was
I
excellent.
thought it was super meaningful, and
Yes.
somebody that's looking for something for Christmas Eve, this is perfect.
It's kind of fancy if you want to go. And I'm gonna say, if you buy the beef tenderloin,
Local butcher.
local, but and it's not that expensive. I mean, it is a little, but not if you're. I mean, I could have fed 60 people. So if
Easily.
you
Oh,
have,
yes.
if you have 10 people coming to your house, you can get by with a 3-pound beef tenderloin as long as you have other food.
Perfect.
So anyway,
Good advice.
okay. What else we got? Ladies.
Oh, I really don't have anything. I think you guys covered it. I mean,
Well, maybe talk a smidge about your, what's the what would you, keg? Is that the right thing?
oh, the corny cake.
Yes.
Well, this is something that.
So you've used it a few times now.
Yeah,
And you can
I would
speak-
say more than a few times.
Yes.
This is a purchase that we made because we had another friend that
Yep.
had it, and
What's the name of it again?
Corny cake.
Corny.
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 CORNEY, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Keg.com. But it's what actually we have is a 2.5 gallon, and it's just a little keg. And then there's all kinds of accessories that you buy or can buy to do it. Yeah, I mean, we have a sleeve that goes over it to keep it all, chilled. But we have used it numerous
Yeah.
times, more than I thought
I was
we
just
would
gonna say that,
ever
yeah.
use.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, you could put anything in it. You could put coffee, hot chocolate. When you go to a soccer game for the kids, you go to a party. We've done margaritas. I've done
Espresso martini.
espresso martinis. I've done
Champagne.
A
the
sparkling poinsettia.
Sparkling poinsettia. It
That
had
was
champagne. Oh, what did it have? It was the easiest thing.
3 ingredients.
3 ingredients: champagne, triple sec, and cranberry juice. It was
Phenomenal.
I'm not a
spectacular.
champagne
It was so good.
It was
So
really
good.
good.
It was
really good.
a
It was all the
party
way
hit.
to the end. But it's just a little keg and everything. Everybody
Awesome.
served themselves and everything. It comes with you do have to buy some of the accessories
Sure.
to make it all work. It's just a little CO2 charge. A little spigot and
Yeah.
those cleaning thing, which I don't know how much I have cleaned it with this cleaning solution
Sure.
and everything, but not every time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So you all haven't gotten sick or
No,
anything.
we're good. No
we're all
mold
safe.
or
No.
Legionella.
I mean, you do run, you do
Yeah.
clean it and everything, run
Yeah.
water through
No,
it.
it's
but,
good.
I have done the cleaner.
Uh,
But a phenomenal. I mean, all in all, I'm probably in it for, what do you think? 100, maybe 125, 140.
Yeah.
something
Cost
like
per
that.
use is
Deal.
going way down.
And
because-
I mean, you don't have to put all fill it with 2.5 gallons of liquid of any kind, but you could put, I think I've done a club soda thing too.
At your house, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could put carbonated, non-carbonated, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter, whatever's in it. I mean, it is just phenomenal.
It was
I
a great
love
party
it.
hit, and
It
it
was
was,
perfect.
I never thought if somebody would have said, is this thing gonna be empty, but, because it was filled.
Oh, I had a lot with the champagne. I
Yeah.
had 8 bottles of champagne, a whole bottle
Are
of triple
you
sec.
serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know
8
that.
bottles of champagne, a
Jeez.
bottle of triple sec, and then a wee bit of cranberry juice.
Just a smidge.
Just a little-
You know,
just a
just
little-
for color.
Right. Just a tad.
And then what you wanna do is put a few cranberries in the
No,
bottle.
that was
in the
just-
glass.
that was
Just
just
glass.
for-
This is
it
just
made it
for-
so
it did.
cute.
Just for
So for
Christmas.
holidays,
Yeah.
and you don't have
And
to
you
do it for
don't
Christmas.
have to fill the whole thing up. I've done it where we just have a little, maybe
Yeah.
a gallon of liquid in there. But you could do carbonated, non-carbonated, doesn't matter, but you still always use the seed too, just to, and you get all that stuff off of Amazon. It is,
It was
I
great.
love it. I really, really do enjoy any kind of big batch
Yes,
drink.
for sure.
Yeah, and you
I
do
thought it
them
was-
so well.
thought it was
Alcoholic,
awesome.
Non-alcoholic. I mean, you can do
Yeah,
hot chocolate or
sure, totally.
anything for kids, punch or whatever,
sure.
to make it fun
Yeah.
for them. To,
Absolutely.
with the
Just
little
pull
spigot
the
and
little.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, fun. I really do like it.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I remember when you bought it, and I remember when our friend had it, and I thought we would like see it out,
Yeah.
say 3 times a year, and you've already used it.
Oh,
God,
I can't.
5,
Easily.
6,
Easily.
'cause it was
Yeah.
and I would
It's
not
easy.
have thought that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I thought, because the mister wanted it.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
did.
You know,
Entertaining.
they talk us into stuff. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. But yeah, really do use it a lot.
It's good. It's perfect.
I have something I just thought of.
Okay.
Holiday related, and it doesn't matter that this is before or after Christmas.
Yeah.
Are you a bag person or are you a wrapper?
I'm a bag. I'm terrible at wrapping. Those that know me, arts and craft aren't my jam. So bags are my favorite thing on the planet.
Okay.
I do both. Under my tree right now is both bags and for the grandkids, it's easier to do bags
Yeah.
because they, it's the one piece of paper
Oh my God,
that they
it's
rip and everything.
17
It's like, oh my
hours.
God, we should just rip the
Just
thing.
tear it open.
And so then I'm picking up all the little pieces of paper. and everything,
Yep.
So I do both.
Okay.
What do you?
Oh, I love wrap.
You love wrapping.
Love it. Oh, and I do love it because my mom used to, she still does, wraps the most beautiful presents with these big bows, and she has homemade bows, and I'm not a
Such a
homemade bows
generation.
person.
Oh, yeah.
I love the wrapping paper, don't like the bows, so I'm the sticky bow person.
Okay.
The bows just make it because my
They
mom
are,
and my
yeah.
sister would make these all by hand with the ribbon and everything. These huge bows that were
Yeah.
just gorgeous,
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
like,
What do I do
oh
with
my
this?
gosh! I mean, you don't want to throw it away,
You don't want to
right?
throw it away, but what do you
Right.
do with it?
Right.
Okay, so so speaking of throwing it away, who at your house goes in, or does anybody go and get, if you have wrapping or if you have trash, how long does it take before the trash bag comes out?
Oh, I'm with the trash bag right away.
I bring the trash bag out before they open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I sit down with the trash bag.
Yes.
So you're
Same.
the trash bag person at your house. and
100%.
So it's funny. So I was just thinking. So I was well, I don't even know who was the trash bag person at my family's, but at Dan's family's, way bigger family than ours. So, I mean, just way bigger. And like nobody.
What?
would
Nobody
get-
got.
No.
They just
And
let
this-
it pile up?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean,
All
and
over?
people are like walking on it.
Oh God, no.
Do you just watch and
You know what
cringe
the
like,
mister would do?
you're getting the shakes while it's
Right.
happening?
Yeah.
And you're new
You're new to the
class.
family.
And so you just sit there in the folding chair like this, and I'm just sitting there thinking,
Who's gonna pick this up?
anybody gonna
Is
go
anybody
get
gonna
it?
get a trash bag?
Oh my
Can
God.
we play
no.
basketball?
No,
Like,
no.
like turn, like
I mean,
it's a game
I'm
at some point.
Hand me that.
Hand me that.
Hand me
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I got you. Just pass that my way. Pass that my way.
So finally, once I felt like I might stay a while,
You're in the family
I
after
was
20
like,
years,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, I am the one. And
You're the
you're
trash
the-
bag?
And nobody, which was
They
I
still
totally
don't do it?
fine. Well, I was like forcing the issue because I'm like, oh here, like hand it on over. But it
Take
was
that.
like it was no different. Like they operated no differently with trash bag or without the trash bag. So as the trash bag was
Didn't
completely
matter
about
to them.
me.
It was all about you.
It was
Yes.
that I was having heart
Wow.
palpitations.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is related or not related, but it feels related in my brain.
Uh-huh.
Do y'all make your beds every day when you wake up?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And if I see it in there, not made, because I will usually make it even before I
When
get.
is it even not?
Okay. You
I
go-
get out.
I
of
like
bed.
make my bed before I brush my teeth.
I get out of bed,
And then
I make the bed,
Usually
and
I
then
do
I
too.
go into
Yes.
the restroom. And
Yes.
the bathroom
Yes.
and start my
Okay.
day.
So that's why we need a trash bag. Like,
Right, right. So that makes sense.
It's
That makes
related.
sense. It does.
Yes.
And like,
I'm
Dan-
assuming it's related.
I think
Joe
it
would
is
never. Joe would never make the bed.
Dan
If
would
it-
never make the bed.
Never. Steve cleans, but does he make the bed?
Well, he gets up before I do, you know.
Oh,
at the-
so he doesn't
so-
really have an
but-
opportunity.
Right, but he doesn't.
Does he
pull
make the
his
bed on
cart.
Saturday? Oh, he doesn't
He
pull it
doesn't
over.
pull the cup, when he gets up,
Uh-huh.
they're this way.
Okay.
And so when I get up, I get out of bed, and then I walk around on his side and
And
put
fix
it-
his side.
So he
Yeah.
doesn't pull the sheets
Down.
up. Okay.
No, no.
Okay.
They're,
Mm-mm.
and he's out.
Okay.
I don't know that Joe's made the bed, and it's 25 years now. I'm pretty sure.
Do you think it comes from? And I don't even know how I feel about this, but from a big family or not?
Maybe.
I don't know because both of our husbands
I think
come
it's
from
a
big
condition.
families. You think it's a condition?
On
On our part.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
think
for
it's-
sure. Oh,
for
it's
sure.
definitely a
Oh my
condition
gosh,
on my
for sure.
part.
It 100%
Right,
is.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would agree
Yes.
with that. I would agree
There's,
with that.
there's, but I don't know. I've read, I don't read like I used to read, but they always say if you start your day making your bed, you
Yes.
know you've accomplished one
Oh.
thing.
That's
So
fair,
it
fair.
literally starts your day with an accomplishment. And
I
maybe
don't wanna come home, I don't wanna go to bed, I want to
Me
get
neither.
into.
I
a made
want
bed.
to get into a made bed.
'Cause it feels different.
Yes.
It does.
Yes. The sheets taunt.
Yes.
They're cold then.
But they're cold, but I mean,
It's cold, but,
It's
It's
I
like
like when they're
smooth.
cold. I just
but
love
I don't wanna be cold, but I kinda.
It feels really good
But
when
it
you
is
get
a
into
lot. And
bed.
then when you get in,
It's
or you're
lovely.
you're real cold
Oh,
for like
yes.
maybe
It's
like
like
a
A minute,
like
just a minute,
and
and
then
it's
you're like,
amazing.
But
And
then I
it's
can't move.
I know.
No, you never move out of your spot. That's yes. All right, socks or no socks?
No.
Socks. Hundo P.
Socks.
Oh
when you
yeah,
sleep.
I am fully. I will go to bed, and I know you guys can't see this. I'm in full.
Yes, you wear-
Christmas
you wear-
pajamas. These ladies that went to the
And,
office
and
today.
she's
and
got
my-
socks and slippers
I do.
because she can't wear
You
just
wear
socks.
pants to bed?
100p. Yes.
Oh my God.
I
Oh,
can't
God.
not have socks in bed.
No.
Oh my gosh. 'cause
You wear
then-
pants though.
I do wear pants.
And
I
a
wear.
shirt.
I'm fully
Long
full
shirt.
on. This is this. You guys
Tank
have my
top
gosh.
and
When I
shorts.
get in my bed tonight,
And no socks. I literally look like I'm going to the beach.
it would not
Oh
bother
my
me.
gosh.
It would
At
not
the
bother me
most.
to have these shoes on. It would not bother me in the
No.
least.
No.
And
would
do you
sleep
still
there.
use a blanket?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
a sheet and a blanket, and it's all here.
Okay. Okay. I use like, if there were men's boxers that are like women's, that's basically what I wear, and a tank top, no socks. I hate a sheet. I like a
Oh.
blanket.
No, I
So-
have to have a sheet on me.
Sheets.
But I feel like a sheet is binding because my sheets are tucked in. So then I have to like move the sheet. I don't lay on top of the sheet because that would be very weird.
That's what Dan does.
Because if it's a top sheet, then I figure why use a top sheet if you're going to lay on top of it. So I pull it down and then bring it up so that it's next to me.
Oh.
And then I lay on the bottom sheet.
Now are you a side sleeper, back sleeper,
My
stomach?
preferred is stomach. I think I'm kind of in between a back and a side, but if I had my preference, I would say stomach.
I sleep like I'm in a coffin like this.
Oh my God. Well, that helps with the wrinkles.
It does.
I tried to do that.
In the hair when you don't wash your hair very often.
I am definitely a
Because I don't want to
side.
put my head on my
Definitely
pillow
side.
when I have dirty hairs.
I'm a side.
You're
Side.
si-
And I
so
have to
I
have
did
the
side-
sheet over my ear.
I did side sleep when I was
Really?
pregnant. That's because you really can't
Are you
sleep on
having
your
a
bed.
sheet over your
I
ear?
don't know. It's something now that I have to. I don't know. The last
I
time-
never heard of that.
Do you use a weighted blanket?
Used to.
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Hurt my back terribly.
Really?
And I loved it. And
And you
it
sleep
really-
on your stomach?
I don't know how I was sleeping at that time.
How do you start at the night?
Well, I start the night sometimes where I fall asleep at my
On your
desk
phone? Oh,
in my
you're
office.
set.
So
Okay,
I did
then-
last week.
Okay.
Last week it was
Head
like
down.
the
Oh my
old
gosh.
study hall, the whole
Oh,
study
yes,
hall.
been there.
Because I was like, I am so tired.
I'm just gonna
well,
nap.
and
I'm
I
gonna sit here
I
till
think-
I.
I take things to help me sleep too. So
Yes.
sometimes if I know if it's like that moment that it is like you're going to
Mary!
sleep, I'm like, I'm not gonna walk from this office to the bedroom. So
then
I'm
don't
just
take it till you get to the bedroom.
I know, well,
Put
it
one
takes
in
about an
nightstand.
hour to kick in. So I need it to kick in right when I need it to. Because then when it does, I get in the bed, 3 minutes out. So then I get a
So-
full night's sleep.
Okay, so you take the pill, you set a timer for 40.
I just know in my mind. Because when it starts
I know, but
happening.
you can't sleep at your desk.
Well, only on a,
Oh, only on occasion. Okay.
well, only like once or twice.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, so you don't actually know if you sleep face down.
I know because it happens so fast. When it happens, it's like propofol.
I like
Oh my
that.
God.
It's like,
I would like.
I'm totally kidding. But
that's
mean,
sleep,
that's,
girl.
it happens.
Hey, if
and,
it happens,
and I
it
sleep
happens.
the whole night, and I sleep 8 hours
You
if I
do?
can. Well, or 4. I sleep the whole time though. I
You
literally
sleep from the time you take the pill to the time you wake up.
absolutely.
Oh, I sleep from when I go to sleep until I wake up, which is about 9 to 10 hours.
We need to do a
At
whole
night.
thing on sleep because I'm not getting
Yeah.
nearly.
Yeah, we do.
You need to take the propofol.
I need the good stuff.
No,
You-
don't take it too. It's
We
better.
joke,
I'm not
but
proponing.
we joke about our Wordle or whatever.
Oh, I
about
know.
Our Wordle and Quirtle.
our
That is what time usually. I
Oh,
know
it
it's
goes all
usually-
throughout the night. Some of us do it at 1 o'clock in the morning. Some
Twelve
of
oh
us
three.
Some at
Well,
2:30.
do both, you know, if somebody wants to get both puzzles, they do it at 11:58 and then 12:03, and then there's others that then start at 4:05 and then 5 and then
You've been doing
8.
evening nights though, evening time though sometimes.
She's been busy.
Yeah.
I've been busy. I've been
Yeah.
busy with other things.
It's funny that it's the
It's-
whole.
we
it's
could run a.
such a-
Isn't that you're saying we could run a Motel 6?
We could
Yes.
because somebody would always be. I mean, it would. We're all on.
We're
different
always
schedules.
home.
The light's always
The
on.
light's
Light
always
always
on.
Okay, so
So with that-
that's right.
Cheers.
We wish
Merry
you
Christmas.
I'm on
Happy
the-
holidays.
Yes.
I don't
Cheers,
know.
everybody.
and we all hope you get a good night's sleep.
Yes.
We'll talk sleep next time.
Okay.
Are you gonna give them the things?
Oh, Jesus. You know, somebody else needs to do this fucking job.
No, because it's actually entertaining to watch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Our products.
So go ahead and contact us on our Facebook page, which is Talking Space Threesome. Also, YouTube is Talking Space Threesome, or our Instagram and Gmail are both Talking Threesome, all one word.com.
Yep.
Obviously, for the Gmail.
See y'all later.
Whatever.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So
Merry
contact
Christmas,
us.
everybody. Talk soon.
Thank you very much. Talk
Like
to you
and
after the
subscribe.
holidays.